It's about now that we all start getting the bad news about Christmas as the bills start landing on our doormats. For many, the only answer to a temporary cash flow crisis will be the so-called doorstep lenders with expensive interest rates. But new rules that the government brought in from the start of the year could mean credit unions will be moving in on some of that business. No idea what a credit union is? Nicola Murray has all you need to know.
It's been a gloomy Christmas for many retailers on the high street this year, but business has been booming for one sector in particular, payday lenders, whose interest rates can run as high as 4,000%. But things might be about to change this year. New rules have been introduced to make credit unions bigger and more competitive.
The United States Navy has a credit union, the White House has a credit union. In this country you get police credit unions, but you also get credit unions based on regions or geographic areas where you might live or work. So our common bond has been anyone who lives or works in Hampshire and very soon the Isle of Wight. Now what people do is they pool the savings together and then other members borrow them.
That's how credit unions have worked up until now, so what's new?
What's being removed is the obstacle to credit unions achieving in this country on the scale that they've achieved everywhere else, where they are people's main financial service provider, where you have your salary, your income, all your income paid in to your credit union, and your credit union offers you a mortgage and manages all your bill payments and everything else. It's opening the credit union membership up to businesses and organisations. All in all, it will free us up to do more for more people and to be more attractive to people who currently don't see the point in credit unions.
Credit unions may be popular with the US Navy, but how many people have heard of them here in the UK?
No.
No.
I had a credit union, but not here.
Where the union it looks after your credit or something, don't they? Or something goes wrong and then... I know what a union is.
They're for people who can't afford much and they got low interest rates.
With so few people apparently aware of their existence, will these changes enable credit unions in the UK to become serious competitors with the banks?
They will help credit unions consolidate themselves in the limited market in which they operate. But we shouldn't imagine that they're going to start providing competition for banks, and they still have to erode the commercial sector's market, which is a very efficient one.
And that commercial market targets people who aren't able to go to the bank for money, like unemployed single mother of two, Helen Eatwell, who felt she had no choice but to turn to a doorstep lender, and her debts more than doubled.
I knew I shouldn't have gone to them, to be honest, but I had no choice. Then a statement comes through from my housing association, Sentinel, and I had a card on there called Credit Union. Didn't pay no attention to it, to be honest, to start with. Went to my bank, see if my bank could help me, get a loan, etc. But no, they weren't interested unless you were obviously working. Went down to these credit union people, and lucky enough, they could actually help me.
Making credit unions a bigger player isn't likely to worry the traditional high street lenders, but it could give far more people access to much cheaper borrowing when the bank says no.
I'm committed to credit unions and I've been for over 20 years, and I firmly believe there is a future for credit unions alongside the banks, and that if we get it right, people will want to use us.
If it wasn't for them, I'd dread to think, what would have happened, to be honest, or where I'd be now.
Those who use them love them, but seems most people haven't heard of them. Connor, have you ever thought of joining a union?
I'm a member of the Coastal Credit Union, which serves Bournemouth Pool and parts of Dorset. I think they're absolutely fantastic organisations. My great-aunt used to volunteer in one in a very deprived part of North Belfast, and I remember her going out as a child. These doorstep lenders, so-called, are parasites who are preying on some of the most vulnerable people in our community who have very little money and